couldn't find a friend, hanging round in all the wrong places. Lost inside the crowd, sinking underground, looking out on indifferent faces. Coming out of the dark, I'm heading into the light. Yeah, I know you're gonna make it, know you're gonna make it alright. Such a beautiful life when you're around, you brighten up my day. It's such a beautiful life when you're with me, the shadows fade away. I got a reason to live, and no one can bring me down. Beautiful
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Michael Orr. I'm the Associate Principal here at Horizons High School. I want to welcome all of you to the 2011 Horizons Commencement Ceremony. First of all, I just want to thank everybody for attending tonight and for coming to celebrate with us and our graduates. We here at Horizons are extremely proud of not only these people sitting in front of us, but those that are not here with us tonight that are not participating. There's a lot of hard work sitting in front of you tonight. There's a lot of perseverance in front of you tonight, and we're extremely proud of all of these young people, and we're going to celebrate that this evening. A special thank you to the Shawnee Mission School District for providing us with this opportunity here at Horizons. As you can see sitting here in front of you, this is proof that the Horizons Alternative School really works in this district. It's great to have this program. It's great to have the support of the district. And as I said, it really shows that, that this program works when you look and see all the smiles on the faces of these young people who are getting their high school diploma tonight. At this time, I'd like to introduce some of the guests we have with us. First of all, Associate Superintendent for Elementary Education, Mr. Bill Frick. Associate Superintendent over Communications, Ms. Leanne Neal. Shawnee Mission Board of Education member, Donna Bisfield. And Shawnee Mission Board of Education member, Cindy Neighbor. And again, a special thanks to all of you parents, support people, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters. There are hours, minutes, days, months, years of time that you all have put in to this opportunity tonight. And what I would like to do is I would like to have all the graduates stand up. I want you to look and find the people in the crowd, and I want you to give them a hand for what they've done for you guys the last 13 years. Before we get too much farther into the ceremony, I want to say just a couple of words here, and this is projected directly to you, 26 people who are sitting here. This is a really special window of time in your lives. It doesn't last very long. And before long, there are going to be other things that close that window and you move on. Understand that the time between you completing your last day of school last Friday and having to move on and do some things in real life is pretty short. This is a really a special opportunity for you, and I want you to take it tonight and really work to enjoy the moment. That's what I wrote on my paper here, because sometimes you get caught up in these things and it's hard to remember what happened and what went on. So before we start the ceremony tonight, I want you to think about enjoying the moment, because the more things that you can take in tonight about this ceremony, the more memories you will have as you get older and this gets farther away. If you ask any of your parents, any older brothers and sisters, any of your family, if they remember their graduation, I would say the answer to that question would probably be yes from almost all of them, and they all have good memories of it as well. So please take tonight, work really hard to remember this moment, and understand that it's a small window and really enjoy it. The reason for that is it's a time of freedom here. You guys have some freedom here. It's really a feeling of being free. You're free from school. You've been in school for 13 years. You're free from school for a while. Okay? You can be free from a little bit of responsibility for a while because you're graduating seniors, just for a little bit. You are free from the worries of adult life. You're free from having to think about maybe for a little while what you're going to do beyond your high school. So enjoy that time. Also, if you can truly enjoy yourself, there will be memories that you're going to cherish for a long, long time that you'll never forget. So make sure and take the chance to do that when you get the opportunity. Let's move on with our ceremony now. The first thing I want to do is present the Aubrey Falp Award. The Aubrey Falp Award is given in memory of Aubrey Falp, who was a student here approximately 15 years ago. Aubrey worked really hard while she was here. She wasn't much different than any of you that are sitting in these chairs. She overcame a lot of obstacles while she was here. She worked hard, she got her diploma, and she moved on to have success. This award is given to a young lady within this group who has shown great growth during her tenure here at Horizons. She's shown perseverance and the ability to overcome obstacles that were put in her way. She's made the best of her situation here at Horizons, and she is sitting here in front of us tonight. This award is voted upon by the staff at Horizons. They're the ones who choose who the winner of this award is. And the 2011 Aubrey Falp Award winner is Paula Guzman. And not only does Paula receive a plaque with her name on it that says she was the award winner, the Falp family has also included a $100 scholarship in the card for her to use in whatever manner she might need for her future. So, Paula, congratulations. Next, I would like to take just a second to recognize our staff here at Horizons. This is an interesting staff. We have a group of professionals here who go along the continuum from teacher to caregiver to disciplinarian. There are a lot of different things that this staff does. It takes a fine balance to be a member of this staff, between loving them, between caring for them, between holding them accountable for what they need to do, and even every once in a while putting your thumb on them to make sure that they're doing the right things. This group of educators here is a special breed, and they're what really make this building work. Not everybody could be a teacher in this building, and it's really great to work with this group and see the effort that they put in to help these young people get where they are tonight. So I'd like to first of all thank them for what they've done, because they've done a wonderful job. This year, we do have several teachers who are moving on to different opportunities and different placements. So I am going to recognize them. I don't want them to stand up. I don't want them to do anything. I just want to let you know who they are and how long they've been here. So these people are moving on to other opportunities and other positions. Kelly Pisani, who has taught 1 year here at Horizons as the advisory teacher. Bree Clark, who has taught 1 year here at Horizons as an English teacher. Mindy Brooks, who has taught 1 year here at Horizons as a PE teacher. Nancy Leo, who has taught 2 years here at Horizons in science. Sandy Winnett, who has been at Horizons for 4 years and been an advisory teacher and also been our counselor. Chad Bartels, who has been our school resource officer for the past 5 years. James Braswell, who has taught math here at Horizons for the last 7 years. And Rick Lander, who has been here for 17 years as an advisory teacher, the associate principal, and the current principal right now. So we will truly miss all those people, and we wish them well in their future endeavors. At this time, I will invite our senior representative up here to give his speech. We choose a senior every year to speak on behalf of the senior class. This year's speaker is Mr. Glenn Garvin.
Thank you, Mr. Orr. Good evening, friends, faculty, family, and graduating class of 2011. When I first came to Horizons, it was supposed to be a kind of stepping stone to help me get my grades up and get back into the rhythm of school before I went back to South. To be honest, I thought it'd be a colossal waste of time and I wouldn't learn anything. So after about a semester, I turned in my letter requesting it to be transferred back to South, a little bit late. That was the plan, but then I started thinking, what is it that I like about Horizons? And I realized that learning is more than just number 2 pencils, textbooks, or quizzes. It's also about learning who you are, what you like and dislike, and what kind of person you want to be. For me, Horizons is much more than a school. It's a place where people who have lost all hope of graduating or ever getting their life on track can get a second chance and a fresh start. And it's what you choose to do with that opportunity every day that makes a difference. There's a saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It's the teacher's job to teach, and it's our job to learn. And here we are, graduating high school, ready to leave childhood behind and make our way in the world as adults. People say high school years are the best years of your life. And though it's been pretty great, I believe the best is yet to come. I encourage you to look to the future, remember the past, and not only fly, but soar to new horizons. Congratulations, everybody. You earned it.
Thank you very much, Glenn. Excellent job. We'll now move to the conferring of certificates for our graduating class. For those of you who have not been to the Horizons ceremony before, this is where our ceremony takes a little bit different turn from the traditional school ceremonies. Each one of the graduates will be called up to get their certificate, and once they receive their certificate, they will make their way to the adjacent podium where a staff member of their choosing will speak on their behalf. This is a tradition that's been going on at Horizons for a long time, and it just symbolizes and signifies what this program is all about, and that's the relationship piece between the students and the staff. Many of these students are here and sitting in these chairs because of the relationships that they've had with these people right over here and some of the other staff members who are in this room tonight. It's always interesting, and I say this and it makes me smile every time, when you see the student and the teacher standing up there talking, understand that there is a lot of history between the student and the staff member. Some of it's good and some of it sometimes isn't so good. So there are a lot of times where the students gain the respect of the staff by doing what they're supposed to do, and the staff gains the respect of the student also because they have to put their thumb on them like I talked about earlier. So this is my favorite part of this ceremony, and this is what makes this ceremony unique, is this opportunity. So without any more delay, I would like to present to you the 2011 Horizons graduating class.
Jennifer Aguirre.
We're just going to hug. Jennifer came to Horizon for her last semester of high school from Shawnee Mission South. Her goal was to graduate before the birth of her baby, Jessie. Jennifer was on the honor roll by working full-time while attending Horizon. I started my day with Jennifer attending my foods class. Okay. I ended the day with Jennifer in my child development class. No. It was a delightful semester filled with lots of smiles. Jennifer is working on her cosmetology license and will finish next May. As a teacher of over 25 years, I've perfected the teacher look. One day I threw one of those looks to Jennifer, and much to my surprise, she threw it back. It certainly took the wind out of my sail. I'm confident her son Jesse and his dad John will be a recipient of those looks in the future. Jennifer would like to say thank you to John, her family, the nurse, and me. I would like to say thank you and good luck for the future. Thank you for the opportunity to get to know you as a student, a parent, and friend.
Adam Becker.
Well, Keeney couldn't be here tonight to speak for Adam, so I'm going to read her speech. Adam came to Horizons from Northwest this past February. He came for different reasons, but primarily he wanted to make up some lost credits so he could graduate on time. During these past 4 months, Adam was very involved in school. He wrote poems for the literary magazine. In fact, I told Adam he was a closet poet because he was so shy about sharing his poetry. He also helped with our International Day. He even participated in the pool tournament. Most importantly, Adam was able to bring up his grades to all A's and B's. This is quite an accomplishment. I asked Adam about his success here. What made a difference for him? Adam liked the small class sizes and the friendly atmosphere of Horizons. He felt the teachers really cared about him. In addition to this, Adam would like to thank his teachers for giving him this opportunity to prove to himself that he could make good grades and enjoy learning. In the future, Adam is going to take classes at JUCO. He isn't sure what his major will be. However, his passion includes glass blowing because he is a creative person who would love to make glass products. Several members of the class wanted to extend their thanks to Adam. Lizzie wants to thank Adam for giving her a ride one day when she broke her toe. Kaylee wants to thank Adam for letting her use his iPod charger all hour. Also, James wants to thank Adam for helping him with his classwork. Good luck in your future endeavors. Come back to see us.
Bailey Canfield.
One of the really great things about working at this school is you have the same students come back into your class year after year, and you get to watch them grow and mature. And that's really an amazing thing. I've had Bailey, I believe, 2 or 3 years in class, and when she first came here, she was kind of quiet, kind of shy, a little bit withdrawn, same way in math. And over the years, she has developed into this self-confident, beautiful, warm person. It's really great to see. In her own words, she says, in the last year, it has been the best because she has learned to stay positive and avoid all the drama. She says it's been a fun ride, but now comes the hard part. She's been working at Red Robin for 3 years, and eventually she wants to become an esthetician and own her own day spa for women. She wants to thank her family, Mom, Michael, Jake, Nick, Victoria, and her boyfriend for all of their support and their faith in her. And she's got a special message tonight for 4 ladies in the audience: Tesla, Lauren, Katie, and Audra. Ladies, we have arrived. That's from her. Congratulations.
Pedro F. Chavez.
Pedro came to us as an 8th grader, so we really have watched him grow up. Says if he hadn't come here, he doubts he would be graduating, and he might be doing things, let's just say, that we would hope he would choose otherwise. He has a quick smile and a warm hello, and I know he's a loyal friend. We applaud this wonderful accomplishment and know his family is very proud of him. He plans to get a job after high school, and for those he leaves behind, he hopes that you have fun next year. Good luck, Pedro.
Chelsea Fabriches.
Chelsea came to us in the spring of 2008, her freshman year, after she had a challenging first semester out at Northwest. But she turned it around here pretty quick, and she seemed to respond to the small atmosphere. And as a matter of fact, completed her graduation requirements even a semester early this year. She's been going to, yeah, that's pretty impressive. She's been attending junior college since January and is interested in the medical nursing field. She's still working just like she did her senior year here when she earned credits that way, as well as learning how to be a little more independent. She describes herself as strong, honest, and real. I would also add smart, confident, and sassy, sometimes manipulative. But those things can all serve you well. She wants to particularly thank her dad and her granny for their support, and also her mom, who is in town for this occasion. Best of luck to you, Chelsea.
Glenn T. Garvin.
Congratulations. All right, when I asked somebody to say something about Glenn, they actually said he was shy and reserved when he first got to Horizons, but that's not the Glenn I know, and I don't think you guys know or remember. In fact, he's never been in a bad mood. He's always quick to at least give the ladies hugs. Sorry, I have never gotten one, and you're not getting one now, sorry. Okay. But he has been a very good student. He's been on the honor roll. I did have him in geometry. I know you got a good grade in that. He has worked on the literary magazine. Keeney would kill me if I didn't mention that. Worked on the yearbook, helped the International Day. He's always had a positive attitude, good work ethic, so we know he's going to do well in life. And he hopes to attend JUCO in the fall, so he can either be an art therapist or a psychology major. And good luck with that. Thank you very much.
Paula Guzman.
Maybe I shouldn't say this after she got that award. Paula came to my class 2 years ago for algebra. She was lazy and crazy. I tried to get her to work, but she would always say, that I was tripping, or I did not know what I was doing. It would have been easier for me to fight a bear than to teach her mathematics. 2 years later, she enrolled in my class again. Her attitude was totally different. She told me that her goal was to have her own business. She said, "I know I will never reach my goal without an education." She also said that her attitude changed because of two angels came into her life. One angel was always encouraging me to live a righteous life. He treated me with respect and with dignity. He always encouraged me to go to church on Sunday. The other angel is the joy of Paula's life. Paula said when she comes home from school or work, she sees her big smile and bright eyes. It brings so much joy to my heart, and tears come out of my eyes. Paula wants to thank her family for their support and she wants to give a special thanks to a special person. This person has been very patient with her. Paula said, "Even though I did some wild and crazy things and disappointed her, this person never stopped loving me." Thank you.
Norman Layton Harshfield.
Hi, Norm. Norm came to us spring semester of 2008 from Shawnee Mission West, where he brought 0 credits with him. His quote was he hated school, and when he walked in the front doors over there, he'd just find the back doors and walk right on out. He had some of those same issues with attendance here one semester, but he put himself together, and he was a hard worker, and he was very respectful to everybody here while he was here. This year, he worked 20 to 30 hours a week outside of school to earn credits on career experience as well as to help his family. He's a good athlete, particularly baseball, and a pool player. Last year, as a junior, he won the pool tournament here, which is almost unheard of as an underclassman. Norm's just an all-around good guy. He's someone you could count on if you needed to. He's responsible, he's fair, he's honest, and he's polite. He plans on working full-time this summer, next fall, and wants to thank his mom and dad. Norm, I know your grandpa would be proud of you at this particular moment, and I'm sorry he's not here to know it. Take care.
Audra Christine Henry.
This is Audra Henry. She came to us from Shawnee Mission North this year. She came here mainly, she said, to improve herself, and I think she's just the sweetest, wonderful student I've ever had in class. I'm so glad I had a chance to have her to work with me. But about a month ago, she wrote me a poem. It's like, oh, this is just the sweetest thing, and just the way she is, she's very kind. So I had to write one back for her. Audra, keep smiling. You have completed your work and graduated. Even you, who had to be wakened a time or two, is moving on to higher goals and aspirations. I will miss your radiant smile that graced our building each morning and in class. Now don't be blue, we love you and are proud of this happy moment. Audra would like to thank her mom, her stepdad, her sister, and Horizons for their help and her support. Her plans in the future, she'd like to be an art teacher, and words of wisdom she'd like to give students: keep going even if it takes a while. And I think she did great.
Lexi Hoare.
Congratulations, Lexi. Smile for the cameras. There you go. Hey, Lexi is one of our December graduates. I was lucky enough to have her in both history and consumer math and anything else. I had you many times, I know that. Oh, still studies. All right. While she was here, she was did stuff for the literary magazine and the yearbook. And she does say her favorite times here are getting to deal with the teachers. And she is a good student, so I can appreciate that, so thank you. Right now, she has been working as a as a secretary for a computer company, and she plans on returning to JUCO, hopefully, where she hopes to become a photographer and psychologist. We would like to wish you the best, and it's good to see you kept your head on during all this time. Thank you very much, Lexi. Congratulations.
Drew Kevin Humphreys.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Drew came to us from West for his last semester of school. I'm not sure it had anything to do with playing pool, for now his sights are in engineering school. Drew and Davis in the same foods class, not sharing a grade, each determined to pass. When the cookie sheets had baked on grease, Drew took control of cleaning just to keep the peace. Every day, Drew's question would be, "What are we making to eat?" No encouragement was needed. He was up on his feet to help with the lab until it was complete. Drew worked in the greenhouse to keep the basil alive and worked to kill the aphids to help the tomatoes survive. With the love and patience of his dad and mom, he saw the advantage of a diploma in hand. So I open the window and throw back the sash and say to my friend Drew, "Congratulations, your diploma at last."
Riley S. Jerashin Hodges.
Riley. Riley came to us in February of 2009 from Shawnee Mission North High School. Riley's attendance sheet took about 3 pages to print off all the absences when he first got here. I mean, it was long. I mean, that was his biggest issue, was he didn't want to really go to school, which seems to be a common theme here. He's been here for 5 semesters. Another thing about Riley is he has a wonderful personality. He is a very likable young man. If you spend any time around him at all, you will like him. His personality he was a little too likable at some points, and that got him in a little bit of trouble early in his career. Since that time, in the last year and a half, his behavior, he has matured, he has grown a level of confidence, he has worked hard to make good decisions, and therefore you see him standing here in front of you tonight. He told me that he's really thankful that he ended up at Horizons and had an opportunity here, because he said he didn't think he would have made it if it hadn't been for Horizons. He would like to thank his family and his friends for their support. He's looking forward to working full-time or possibly furthering his education once he finishes here. His own words of wisdom for those younger than him out there are, "Be cool and stay in school." And that is exactly what he has done, and it has paid off for him. 2011 graduate Riley Jerashin Hodges.
Brett Matthew Cromer.
I remember the day that I enrolled Brett. I remember going in the conference room and meeting with him and his mom, and I knew he was going to be a very special addition to our school. He came to Horizons in January 2010 from Shawnee Mission South High School. Like many of our students, he didn't do homework, and going to school wasn't a high priority on his daily to-do list. He believes that if he had not come to Horizons, he would still be struggling at South. Brett would like to thank his mom for encouraging him to make it through high school and go on to college, and Mr. Fleury at South for helping him come to Horizons. Brett is a very talented musician, and he hopes to pursue a future associated with music. He's also thinking maybe something technical would be good as well. He would like to leave these words of wisdom for those still at Horizons. Use your head, don't be stupid. Brett has been in my advisory class since he came to Horizons, so I feel like we've gotten to know each other pretty well. I bring greetings from other members of the advisory class. Kaylee advises you to have high expectations. She thinks that you'll go far in life. She also says keep your head up and keep smiling, and she loves your hair. Tiffany says you're funny and you brighten everyone's day, and this is true. Becca thinks you're intelligent and wise, always positive, and that you keep everything in perspective. Sierra says you always know how to make people smile. She also has these words of advice. Get everything filled out and ready for college this fall. Thank you very much for being part of this graduation with Brett, and we wish him the best.
I'll miss you.
Daniel Lyons.
Danny Lyons came to us in January 2010 from West High School. His goal was to get his grades up and to graduate. And tonight he's living proof he accomplished his goal. Danny's an avid basketball player, at 19 free throws this year in class, and thinks he's pretty good at it. Danny would like to thank his mom, Louise, for all of her support and hard work she has given him. He plans on going to JUCO in the fall and majoring in video production services. Words of wisdom I think he got from Riley to his fellow rising students: stay in school and be cool. Danny Lyons.
Tesla Danae McWilliams.
Tesla and my relationship got defined early on, started 2 minutes after she walked into my class. Is defined by her and my stubbornness, and to see which one of our wills would win out. The first day I won, but I'll have to admit that she won a number of days after that. She came to us from Shawnee Mission North, and didn't like North, I don't think, all that well, but she seemed to settle in here real well. And she got good grades, she cared about her classes, and she got involved in every project and activity there was. That's from the parties and assemblies and yearbook, everything she could to get out of schoolwork. Okay, she has a dynamic personality, she has tons of energy and lots of enthusiasm. She will wear you out if you're around her very often. But those traits can take her far if she applies herself. She also has great empathy and compassion for people, and along with that goes a good deal of drama and a lot of talking. She would like to thank her mom and dad, and also her godfather, Bob. She has many friends in this room, and I'm sure they all wish her well, as do I.
David Patrick Mitchell.
David came to us 2 years ago last fall for his second freshman year. His problem at North, it seems, is that he got a little too rowdy too often. I was lucky enough to have David in health class, and he added a great deal. He plans to attend junior college with dreams of becoming a music producer, which is considerably better than flipping fries at Burger King, where he might be if he hadn't come here. David participated in the Poetry Slam both last year and this year, taking third place this year. He wishes to thank his mom, his friends, and all the teachers who have dealt with him over the years. He also credits the bad influences that he came across over the years, because without them, he wouldn't be the person you see in front of you today. His parting words to the underclassmen are to stay in school, go to college, always keep your head up, and most importantly, live a little and explore your horizons. Good luck, David.
Jacob Scott Moore.
Jake came to us 3 years ago from Shawnee Mission East during his sophomore year. He didn't feel he fit into the traditional school structure. I had Jake in health class and in physical science. He's a lot more outgoing than he used to be. He's knowledgeable in current events and has a keen wit. He is graduating today instead of dropping out or getting his GED, which is probably what would have happened otherwise. His plans for the future include doing good for the world and making a name for himself. He wishes to thank the teachers who were able to put up with the kids and still manage to teach class. And he shares that you should be prepared for the unexpected, stand up, and deal with it head on. Good luck, Jake.
Shannon Piper.
Well, thank you, Shannon. Congratulations. Shannon has been here for about 3 years, I think. About three. She first was in my algebra class, and she was very shy back then. She's changed, so you wouldn't recognize the same person back then. But she was a hard worker, quiet, did her work, didn't understand why she was at Horizons at that point, but she has blossomed while she was here. And for better or worse, that's where she met Jeff that year. And, okay, now you know where the story's going after that, where she met Jeff. That first year, the second year when I had her for history, we found out that, I heard it, Sophie was on the way. And that gave her, and that's where she got her motivation to continue school and make sure she graduates. So thank you, Sophie, for that. This year, for the past 2 years, she's worked hard in the yearbook. So Dan, I'm stealing your thunder. Please check out a yearbook when you go for cake and punch later on. Shawnee here is a very major contributor of the yearbook. Look at her fine work and appreciate it.
My name's on it.
Her name's on it. And she does plan to take a year off. Also, when you talk to Shannon after the ceremony, please tell her not to take a year off and go directly to JUCO. Well, she'll learn about computer design. Thank you, Shannon, for being here. It was a pleasure to have you in class and here at school. Thanks.
Cassandra Michelle Rojas.
Well, in lieu of a graduation speech, Cassandra and I are going to sing a duet. Are you ready, Cassandra? No? Okay, I tried. Cassandra came to Horizons from West High School. She chose to come here because she was blessed with her beautiful daughter, Aaliyah, in August of last year. Cassandra was a great student. She sometimes lacked the confidence in her abilities, though. That is a shame because she's the only senior in my government class this semester to get a perfect score on her final exam. Cassandra has already enrolled in Zanon Hair Academy in Olathe. She plans to graduate with her Certificate of Cosmetology in June of 2012. Following graduation from the Hair Academy, Cassandra would like to open and run her own hair salon. Cassandra would like to thank her family for everything they've done for her. But most of all, she would like to thank her Aunt Monica for always pushing her to never give up and for giving her advice on how to succeed in life. Cassandra would like to leave these words of wisdom to the remaining Horizons students. Never give up. Those are great words of advice, and I hope that you hold on to those words as well. Congratulations, Cassandra, on graduating, and I wish you all the best in the future.
Timothy Christopher Scholl.
Tim came at the beginning of last year from Shawnee Mission North. He did okay his freshman year, but had a little struggle on his sophomore year. He's a really smart guy. He tests out in the 90th percentile in math and reading nationwide. But his attitude and lack of commitment to school and sometimes his temper would even sometimes get in the way of his success. But he put together 4 good semesters here. He did really well in his grades, and he grew as a person. His approach to people and his attitude toward life has really improved, and he wears a smile a lot more often than he used to, I noticed. He's a talented musician. He's a guitar player who plans on pursuing a career in music after doing some studies out at junior college, maybe also business. He's also an excellent pool player. His family, I know, is proud of Tim, and I am too.
Kenneth Schreiman.
Okay, I have to tell you all something here. Some of the people on the staff have been on me about shortening up my speeches and not speaking too long, but I just will tell you, I could probably stand here for an hour and tell you stories about Kenny and myself and the good times and the bad that we have had over the last several years. But I will try to keep it very brief. Kenny started out here in August of 2008. He was here for a year, then he took a year off from Horizons and went back to his home school, but he missed his home school so much, he missed Horizons so much that he came back for his last semester. So he came back to us in January. Kenny and I have had quite a relationship in our time here. A lot of it has been good, and part of the reason I love speaking is to stand up here and talk about young men like Kenny, because Kenny has worked extremely hard to get to this point. There are times when I wanted to hug him. There are other times when I would have liked to have kicked his seat into the ceiling tiles in the pool room. But overall, Kenny has done a wonderful job and has worked really hard. He is an excellent pool player. He and I got into a pretty good routine. On Friday afternoons, by 8th hour of Friday, I was spent for the week sometimes. So he had game room on Fridays, so he and I would had a good match of pool every once in a while. I would like to say that I won more than he did, and I was going to say that, but I can't because I didn't. He beat me most of the time. So, but he's worked extremely hard to get to this point. I am extremely proud of him. It is with great pleasure that I stand up here and speak for him tonight. He would like to thank all of his teachers tonight for putting up with his behavior, and those are his words. He would also like to thank his mom for always being there for him. His plans for the future are to make himself into a successful life story, which I'm sure that he will do. Words of wisdom from Kenny: just graduate and get out. Ladies and gentlemen, 2011 graduate Kenny Schreiman.
Ryan Michael Severide.
Ryan came to Horizons at the beginning of 2009 from East High School in order to catch up on credits. Even though I only had Ryan as a student for one semester, we got along famously. He was a great student and a sincere and caring person. Since graduating this last December, Ryan has been working full-time, has a car, and his own apartment. In other words, he's living the life. Ryan would like to thank Rick for letting him attend Horizons, all the teachers here for helping him succeed, and his parents for not giving up on him. Ryan would also like to leave these words of wisdom to the remaining Horizons students. Don't waste your time and let your schooling fall behind. Just get it done. Ryan, I want you to think about this as you go into the next chapter in your life. The key to success varies, but I do know that the key to failure is trying to make everyone happy except yourself. Congratulations on all your accomplishments, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Rachel Nicole Stymack.
Rachel, quiet, conservative, shy, polite. Oh, wait, this is Rachel. Sorry, wait, I got the wrong speech. If you know Rachel, she's anything but. Rachel will tell you how it is, no matter who you are or where you are. That's a really great trait I've always liked about Rachel. She's out there. That's cool. Describing Rachel as outspoken is only the beginning. She's also very fun. She's very caring. She has a big heart, and she is dependable and a little bit on the wild side. When she came here, she was skipping school. And it wasn't always an easy road for Rachel. She didn't like the rules at Horizons a lot of times. It wasn't easy for the teachers and the principal. If Rick was here, I'm sure he had a few stories to say also. But in Rachel's own words, even when you think you can't, you can. All you need is good direction. Her future plans, she wants to go to college to major in psychology so that she can help other people who can't help themselves. She would like to thank all of her teachers for not giving up on her. She wants to thank Tripp for always making her days interesting, Cynthia for being a good and funny teacher, and for Sue for always telling it like it is. Kind of makes you wonder if Sue was a bit like Rachel. And to her parents, Rachel would like to say thank you for putting up with her. I think she's going to make a great psychologist.
Lauren Ashley Vandeputty.
Lauren is one of our December graduates. She said she came here because she wanted the small classes and caring teachers and attitude. Yeah. Well, she does have an attitude. I can say for a fact that she has excelled here academically. I've had her in several classes. And in addition to being a good worker, she lets you know where you stand, which is both good and bad. Thank you for that. While here, she has been active, yearbook, blood drive, literary magazine, spring dance, and it has been good to have you here as one of the doers. Thank you. Her real passion is racing, in addition to actually driving, which she does enjoy NASCAR, all forms. And since December, she has worked at Walgreens, and her future plans include trying to become a veterinarian technician because she loves animals. Congratulations, and hopefully you do well in your future endeavors. Thank you for coming.
Michael Vanderwoody.
I am honored to have been chosen by Michael to introduce him at his graduation this year. Granted, I might not have been his first pick. Caney gets that distinction, but I do have the distinction as to being his one and only teacher this very last semester of his high school years. I met Michael a few years ago in my biology class here at Horizons. He was quiet back then and still is, except when he bugs me by repeating my last few words. Trying to get information out of him so that I could introduce him here tonight was not easy. Michael is a very unassuming type of person. He is not one to call attention to himself or toot his own horn. He doesn't have to. I have seen Michael mature greatly since I met him 3 years ago. He has not had an easy high school career. He told me he went to 4 different high schools in his life. That is a lot of change. Yet, if it was hard on him, I didn't see. I know he worked outside of school during his time here, and it might have been hard to stay awake, but if I was staying up working until 12 a.m. at night, I would have had a hard time keeping my eyes open in class too. During his time here, Michael participated in a few Horizons traditions and activities. He was a competitor in the annual pool tournament, and he spent many hours helping Caney out with the Horizons Literary Magazine. When I asked Michael what the best thing he loved about Horizons, I thought it might have been all the intellectual stimulation we constantly gave him in class, but he told me he liked game room the best. Never had he been at a school where they got to play pool during class. When I asked him what his plans were for the future, he thought he'd like to work on cars. I know Michael, you will find success in whatever you do. No, whatever you do if you put your mind to it. See, you came out with an A in my class. Michael, you are lucky and fortunate to have a family who cares for you like yours does. They have been there to encourage you to finish school, which at times I'm sure seemed like an impossible feat. We are all proud of you and what you have accomplished here at Horizons. We wish you well, but we have a strong confidence that you will do just fine. I found this quote that reminded me of you. There is a light at the end of every tunnel. Just pray it's not a train.
Billie Jean Vasquez.
I am honored to speak for Billie Jean, but actually I am speaking for the speaker. She had asked her former middle school principal, Dr. Gillian Chapman, to speak, but she couldn't be here tonight, so I collaborated with her to talk about Billie Jean. Billie Jean learned a long time ago how to be an advocate for herself, starting in the 8th grade. She was having a tough year that year, and so she called Dr. Chapman to request a transfer to her middle school. Dr. Chapman remembers being impressed with her ability to contact a principal and to so clearly state her goals and explain her plans for the future. Since then, she has become a wife and a mother twice, and attended high school and held a job. Next year, she will have a son starting to kindergarten, and she will start college. She plans to attend JUCO, first for her CNA and then nursing school, and she will do it. She is tenacious, and she is used to making tough sacrifices to meet her goals. Billie Jean appreciates the support that she's had along the way. She would like to thank the district for providing a program such as Horizons so she can finish school. And she would like to thank the daycare staff for looking after her children while she's in class, and for the teachers who were making sure that she understood everything before they moved on. And she wants to thank her in-laws who've been very supportive, and her father who helped her with her children. And most of all, she wants to thank her husband who helped her and never let her down and was always at her side. Billie Jean has earned her diploma and the value of hard work. We are proud of her and certain that she will be a wonderful nurse, wife, and mother. Congratulations.
Wow. Class of 2011, congratulations for making it to this point. A couple of really short closing words. Remember, please, my earlier words and work hard to enjoy the moment as long as you can. Each of you has worked very hard to get to this point, and this is a time for you to celebrate. As you leave here tonight, take with you the maturity that you've gained, take with you the work ethic that you've developed, take with you the positive feelings of success that you have earned, and also take with you the smiles that you all are currently wearing. And go out into the world ready to achieve and build your own success stories. I wish you all the best and congratulations. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, I would like to present to you the newly graduated Horizons High School class of 2011. Congratulations.